cartoon.
You didn't cry when Bambi's mother died?
Yes, it was very sad when the guy stopped drawing the deer.
Could Chandler Bing be any more relatable? If you've ever watched Friends, you know that Chandler Bing, played by the legendary Matthew Perry, wasn't just the king of sarcasm. He was also full of life lessons that, while often wrapped in humor, hit home for so many of us. From friendship and love to career struggles and self-discovery, Chandler taught us more than just how to make a good joke. So, grab your coffee, settle into your favorite recliner, and let's dive into the top 10 life lessons we learned from Chandler Bing. Lesson 10. Embrace your awkwardness. Let's face it, Chandler was the king of awkward moments. Whether it was his infamous dance moves or his struggle with commitment, Chandler taught us that it's okay to be awkward. In fact, it's what makes us unique. He showed us that embracing our quirks rather than hiding them is the key to truly being ourselves. So, next time you find yourself in a cringe-worthy moment, just channel your inner Chandler and own it. Lesson 9. Humor can be a coping mechanism. We all know that Chandler had a quick wit and a sharp tongue, but beneath that humor, he was often hiding his insecurities and fears. This lesson is a double-edged sword. While humor can lighten the mood and help us cope with tough times, Chandler also taught us that it's important to face our feelings head-on rather than always masking them with a joke. It's okay to laugh through the pain, but it's also okay to cry. Lesson 8. Friendship is everything. If there's one thing Chandler valued above all, it was his friendships. His bromance with Joey was the epitome of true friendship, loyal, supportive, and filled with ridiculous antics. Chandler showed us that friends are the family we choose and that they'll be there for us through thick and thin. Whether you're helping your best friend move furniture or just sitting with them through a tough time, those bonds are priceless. Lesson 7. It's okay to be afraid of commitment. Chandler's fear of commitment was a running theme throughout the series, but his journey from commitment phobe to devoted husband teaches us that it's okay to be scared of big life changes. What matters is how we face those fears. Chandler eventually learned to embrace love and commitment, showing us that even if we're terrified, it's possible to grow and evolve when we open ourselves up to the possibilities. Lesson 6. You're never too old to start over. Remember when Chandler quit his job in advertising because he was miserable? That was a bold move, but it taught us an important lesson. It's never too late to change your path. Whether you're stuck in a job you hate or feeling unfulfilled in your personal life, Chandler showed us that starting over isn't a sign of failure. It's a step toward finding your true happiness. Lesson 5. It's okay to ask for help. Chandler was often the one dishing out sarcastic comments, but when it came to serious matters, he wasn't afraid to lean on his friends for support. Asking for help is something many of us struggle with, but Chandler demonstrated that there's strength in vulnerability. Whether it's about relationships, career choices, or personal struggles, reaching out to others can provide the guidance and reassurance we need. Lesson 4. Be honest with yourself and others. Chandler's journey with honesty was a bumpy one, but he learned along the way that being truthful with himself and others was crucial to his happiness. Whether it was admitting his fears or confronting difficult situations, Chandler showed us that honesty is the foundation of any healthy relationship. It might not always be easy, but being true to yourself and those around you is the key to a fulfilling life. Lesson 3. Don't take life too seriously. Life can be tough, but Chandler Bing reminded us not to take it too seriously. His ability to find humor in the most mundane or challenging situations was a reminder that sometimes a good laugh is exactly what we need to get through the day. So, when life throws you a curveball, remember Chandler's advice. Laugh it off and don't sweat the small stuff. Lesson 2. True love is worth the wait. Chandler and Monica's relationship was one of the most beloved aspects of Friends. Their love story wasn't perfect, it had its ups and downs, but it taught us that true love is worth waiting for. Chandler showed us that finding the right person can change your life in the best way possible, and that the journey to love is just as important as the destination. Lesson 1. It's okay to be you, flaws and all. And finally, the most important lesson Chandler Bing taught us. It's okay to be you, flaws and all. Chandler was far from perfect. He was awkward, sarcastic, and sometimes downright insecure. But through it all, he remained true to himself. He showed us that we don't have to be flawless to be loved and accepted. In fact, It's our imperfections that make us who we are. Matthew Perry brought Chandler Bing to life in a way that touched millions, and through Chandler, we learned so much about ourselves. These lessons are just a few of the many ways Chandler Bing has left a lasting impact on all of us. So, the next time you find yourself quoting